We all know that most of the new battery technologies we hear about these days still haven't gained full trust from the public. The main reason is that many of them are still under research or in testing stages, and often the big claims about performance breakthroughs come with no actual proof in the real world. But in this landscape, BYD, a major global leader in battery and electric vehicle tech, and a strong competitor to Elon Musk's Tesla, is really standing out, as many are aware. BYD already has the Blade battery, a lithium iron phosphate battery, well known for being safe and long-lasting. In fact, Tesla uses this kind of battery in the Model Y in Europe. But now, BYD is going even further by working on a battery that the whole world wants, a solid-state battery. BYD has already built a working prototype on a pilot production line, and they're planning to begin installing these batteries on a large scale in their vehicles soon. This new battery offers double the energy density of today's common batteries, giving a driving range of up to 900 miles after just 12 minutes of charging. If BYD sticks to its timeline and delivers on these plans, Elon Musk may be one of the first to feel the pressure, because this battery has the potential to completely change the electric vehicle market in the next few years. Whenever a new battery is introduced, many people just shrug it off, thinking it's just another gimmick. The general view is that these types of batteries never make it into mass production, let alone into everyday EVs. Honestly, we used to think the same, and it's understandable. Lithium-ion batteries have become the standard in EVs because of their decent energy density, and the fact that prices have dropped a lot from around $1.00 per kilowatt-hour in 2010 to about $130 per kilowatt-hour in 2024. But if you take a deeper look, not only us, but many experts also believe that lithium-ion batteries are part of the reason electric vehicles have stopped getting much better, even though they've been used for many years. These batteries have limited innovation and affected public trust in EVs. Why is that? Lithium-ion batteries come with multiple issues, including the chance of fire or explosion due to something called thermal runaway, especially when damaged or overheated. On top of that, improvements have been slow. Energy density has only gone up by around 5 to 10% every 10 years. There's also increasing concern about how raw materials like nickel and cobalt are mined, which isn't great for the environment. Because of these problems, researchers have explored other kinds of batteries, and among them, solid-state batteries have always seemed the most promising. These batteries offer major improvements. They can have 2 or even 3 times more energy density than the lithium iron phosphate batteries we use today. They're also much safer and more durable since they don't easily catch fire. That's why people in the EV world often call them the holy grail of EV battery technology. To explain it simply, every battery has 4 main parts: the anode, cathode, electrolyte, and separator. Solid-state batteries use solid materials for all of these, most importantly the electrolyte. The key difference is that they use a solid electrolyte between the anode and cathode, while traditional lithium-ion batteries use a liquid one. This change is what gives solid-state batteries their edge. They can hold more energy, deliver more power, and are far safer. Liquid electrolytes are flammable, can leak if the battery cracks, and make it easier for thermal runaway to spread from one cell to another. Solid-state batteries avoid these problems. Most current manufacturers use ceramic or polymer materials as solid electrolytes. Back to BYD's new battery, they are currently testing it in their BYD Seal electric sedan. According to Chinese sources, BYD's solid-state battery has shown amazing charging results. The Seal EV, fitted with this new battery, can reportedly go up to 932 miles with just a 12-minute charge from 0% to 80%. Even more shocking, a full charge could provide a range of up to 1,165 miles. Just think about that, it's almost 4 times the range of many current EVs. That's enough to drive from New York to Chicago without stopping. While these numbers are based on China's CLTC testing system, they're still extremely impressive. BYD has confirmed that their new battery delivers an energy density of 400 watt-hours per kilogram, nearly double the 210 watt-hours per kilogram typical of regular lithium-ion batteries, and much higher than their current blade battery, which is around 160 to 165 watt-hours per kilogram. To get these results, BYD upgraded both the materials used in the electrodes and the solid electrolyte. Reports suggest that they're using an ultra-thin composite oxide solid electrolyte and high-capacity anode and cathode materials. These upgrades help ions and electrons move more easily, boosting both energy density and battery efficiency. Just imagine this: if you buy today's BYD Seal with an 80 kilowatt-hours blade battery, it gives you around 373 miles of range, but with the same sized solid-state battery, you could get up to 870 miles. You might not even need such a big battery. A smaller 60 kilowatt-hours pack could still offer around 621 miles of range. That's absolutely mind-blowing. Because of the higher energy density, you can store more energy in the same space without adding extra weight, a very important factor for electric cars. Now, while 400 watt-hours per kilogram is very impressive, it's not the highest number out there. Other companies like CL Ampere's Technologies and QuantumScape have already shown batteries with over 500 watt-hours per kilogram. But BYD is taking a more careful approach with its first generation solid-state cells. They're not trying to push limits too soon. They want to stick with more achievable numbers so they can get these batteries into production faster. Once that's done, they can keep improving from there. Tesla's supercharger stations currently take about 30 to 40 minutes to charge the 2,170 battery up to 80%. The newer 4,680 battery charges from 10% to 80% in about 25 minutes. In comparison, BYD says their solid-state battery only needs 12 minutes to deliver 900 miles of range. That's a huge breakthrough. But this isn't just because of the battery, it also needs a very fast charging system to support it. Earlier this year, BYD shocked the industry by introducing a new vehicle platform that can support 1,000 kilowatts charging. Solid-state batteries naturally charge faster than traditional lithium-ion ones because they use a solid electrolyte instead of a liquid or gel. Solid electrolytes, usually made from oxide or sulfide materials, allow ions to move faster, lower internal resistance, and let more current flow during charging. They often use high-power electrode materials like lithium metal anodes, which help electrons move more quickly. This structure also stays more stable under high charging speeds, reducing the risk of overheating or short circuits caused by dendrites. Because of these features, solid-state batteries can offer extremely fast charging, like BYD's claimed 12-minute target, while still being safe and efficient. In China, some EVs can already charge this fast, though 1 megawatt charging stations are still very rare worldwide. But BYD is planning to build more of them in both Europe and China. And there are reports they're also looking at possible sites in Australia. This will take a lot of investment and time, but it's definitely exciting. BYD's solid-state batteries also offer much better safety than lithium-ion batteries with liquid electrolytes compared to NMC lithium-ion batteries. BYD's solid-state cells greatly reduce fire risk. Liquid electrolyte fires, while rare, can be very serious and hard to put out, sometimes needing thousands of gallons of water. BYD's testing, including tough safety tests in 2024 using 20 and 60 AMP-hour cells, showed that their solid-state batteries can handle extreme stress like crushing, punctures, and overload without catching fire or even producing smoke. This reminds us of the Blade battery's famous nail penetration test, where the temperature stayed between just 30 to 60 degrees Celsius. That said, solid-state batteries aren't completely risk-free. Some studies show that under very extreme conditions like deep crushing or sharp impacts, they can still catch fire, but the chances are much lower than with regular lithium-ion batteries. Also, BYD uses a layered structure with glassy sulfides mixed into a glass oxide matrix, which improves how well ions move and adds mechanical strength. But keeping the connection between the solid electrolyte and the electrode stable is very important to avoid forming dangerous small metal buildups that can cause short circuits. While the chance of this happening is less than with lithium-ion batteries, it's still a technical issue that needs solving. Even with all of BYD's strengths such as strong supply chain control and big experience in mass-producing blade LFP batteries, the company faces huge challenges in cost and factory setup as it enters the solid-state field. One major issue is the cost of materials. Unlike blade batteries that use cheap and widely available components, solid-state batteries need rare and complex materials like sulfide or oxide solid electrolytes, lithium metal, or silicon carbon anodes, and ultra-pure ingredients. These are expensive, hard to handle, and sensitive to moisture, so they require very controlled factory environments, all of which raise costs a lot compared to older batteries. But the big question remains, will this be a real breakthrough or just another overhyped battery story? What do you think about BYD's solid-state battery? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.